What's up guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video I'm going to be answering your questions that you dropped to me on Instagram. So instead of wasting any time, let's just get straight into it. So you guys actually crushed it with all the questions that you sent in. So much so that like I'm pretty much just going to have to pick some of them so that we're not just here for freaking 4 hours as I'm answering questions. A lot of them were very similar, so I'll try my best to kind of broaden the horizon of how much I answer every particular one. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. First off, Toucan Dan 94 asked if I have any updates on the wheels that are coming. No updates as of yet. I haven't received any kind of confirmation or anything in the last few months, but it's still a reputable business, and as far as I'm aware, they'll be here at the end of next month. There's no speeding the process along, it kind of just happens when it happens, which sucks. Mac_Kruger07 asks, what's the plans with the Wagon? Now, the ideal scenario with the Wagon is I want it to be a full-blown competition burnout car. Big mechanical engine, bloody everything. I want it done to the nines. I want it to be going to every single event. It's probably not going to happen for a couple years, if that, I don't know, but that is the ideal goal. So many people always question me, like, why would you ruin such a nice car? But a VE Wagon is my dream car. In 2006, when I saw the first one ever, it was an Omega, I lost my crap. Like, I had to have the car, it was my dream car. Going to summernats every year, it was my dream car to see. I couldn't wait till I saw a burnout car one. When I first saw Struggling, I actually lost my shit. It's been my dream car and my goal forever. When I ended up buying the Wagon in the first place, I didn't think I'd ever be in the position to be able to buy it, especially an SS Wagon, what I wanted. And the goal was always to make it a burnout car. I didn't know how long it was gonna take. I didn't know how much it was gonna cost. I still don't. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but that has always been the goal with this. And so I can't wait until the day that it gets there. So I have had a lot of questions too asking, what is my dream car? A VE Wagon is my dream car, or a VF Wagon as it is now, I guess. But that was always my dream car. I have always loved wagons. Holden absolutely killed it with the body design on the VEs and VFs, and I would happily say that this is my dream car. I've got VLs, VF GTSs, things like that I'd still love, but a VE Wagon is my dream car. So now that this has become kind of like the picnic content car, just absolutely even better. If it crashes, if it burns, I rebuild. There is no means to an end with this car. It will always be going. Clay_Morrow_99 asked if I'm coming to the Burnout Masters event next month. You bet your ass I'm coming to the Burnout Masters event next month. I haven't seen a real skid since March, I don't think. So I will be there every day. Indy and I are going. We'll be sitting there in the grandstands as spectators. We'll still be filming, obviously, but we will 110% be there. Aidens_James asks, is there any new merch coming? You bet your ass there's new merch coming. We're still in the midst of designing it, planning when we're gonna drop it, do things with all that nature. But at the moment, we have quite a few designs and some awesome pieces coming to fruition. You guys are gonna freaking love them because they're awesome. My goal is not to just have your standard YouTube or car merch. I actually want to design kind of like a clothing line, something that you would like to represent, not just at a car event, not just at a car meet, but you'd wear out absolutely anywhere. And we're really smashing that. I'm coming up with all the designs and I'm loving them so far. And other people have returned, like the few people that I've gotten some feedback from, they also love them. So that will be coming to you soon. Get keen for that. Old Sambo asked, bagged or static for a daily? Bagged, 10 out of 10. The Wagon's still static. With the plans that we might have coming into fruition, coming towards summernats and everything, bags may be set on a back burner. It's always been that one modification that's just been out of reach. Just as I'm about to get it, something pops up. But I do want the Wagon bagged, mainly so if it ever has to go on a trailer, it's not gonna be a nightmare, but also because I want that bitch on the ground. I want it as low as it can possibly go, and bags is the only way that makes that possible. Will Flisser asked what my first car was. My first car was nothing exciting. My old man helped me buy a 2004 Nissan Pulsar. I loved that thing. I'm pretty sure to my means of not knowing what I was doing, I'm pretty sure I was the one that blew it up. I never even really drove it hard and I still blew it up, but that car was long gone, and then I jumped onto a VR Wagon. That was where I finally got my first Wagon and I loved it. There is some footage of it on this channel. If you go onto my Instagram, there's some really old photos of it. I loved that car. I think I bought it for 400 bucks. It was great, it was amazing. And then after the VR Wagon was the VE. So this is only my third car. I haven't had many cars, and I can tell you now, I will own this VE for the rest of my life. Timmy Lates asked if Picnic Media got a project car, what will we get? There's one car that I see at Summernats every so often, plus you see Blown Outlaws with them too. A Datsun, probably a Datsun 1200 Ute. I don't know if I'll fit. I would literally have to check first because I'm 6'6". I don't know if I would actually fit, but I really want a Datsun 1200 Ute. They're just so compact and proportionate, and when you got a big engine sticking out the front, God, they look good. And I'd have that as a mad party car, take that to as many events as I can, just keep ripping till she's dripping. I reckon that'd be a wicked project car. If you think that'd be an awesome project car, tell me down below what you think you'd do with it. That 89SS asked if I didn't get a wagon, what would have I gotten instead? I really don't know, because I am a Holden guy through and through. I still would have gotten a VE. I do love the sedans, but they still just don't quite do it for me. When the VF came out, that rear end, even though everyone hated it at first, including me, it grew on me really quick, and I feel like they actually nailed it with the rear end design. The VE, I feel like it's just kind of missed something. I don't know what on the rear end. I still would have loved to have one, and a Ute. At the time for me, especially, like, it just seems a little bit inconvenient. I enjoy having people in the car, having all that space and everything. It's just a bit clustered. Being the lanky mother effer that I am, it's hard to fit in a enclosed space that restricts you and where you can put the chair. Lachlan Crabble asked what my favorite and what my worst Summernats moment is. God, I have no idea where to start with that. If you've watched my Summernats video where I like talk about and I have all the stories and everything, there's just countless moments. Like, I still remember when Knucking Futs, when all that issues happened, and I talk about that in that video too. That is still to date the loudest I've ever heard a crowd. Between the Lynchy chants, between like when someone hits the wall or catches fire, puts on a mad show, I have never heard a crowd as loud as when Steve Nogas got that crowd riled up and had security pulling him out. That was out of this world. And I still remember, like, people were chucking water bottles on the track, like empty slushy cups, like everything was getting thrown. It was crazy. It was actually mayhem. We legitimately thought a riot was going to start. And that was a mind-blowing moment. That's one of the first that always comes to mind, along with Toaster flipping over. Again, I've addressed like all these stories, all the main ones I can remember. I've addressed them pretty much in that video, but probably the best moment that I would have to say at Summernats was rocking up to that start line this year, Summernats 33, on the Thursday in Sicko, rolling up to the start line, seeing those crowds. Like, I tell you what, when you watch the Summernats after movie and you see that boom gate rise, oh, that is a crazy feeling. And you know you are rocking up to the start line. It is like the highway to hell. Like, it is, that's when it becomes real. And you roll up and you see tens of thousands of eyes looking at you. That is a wicked feeling. And then when you see, there's a little traffic light that tells you when to go. When that light goes green and you just like, that car just shakes and vibrates with pure aggression. And like, I'll remember that till the day I die, and I'm so glad that I caught it on camera because I will watch that forever. And that is probably my top moment. Worst moment? I mean, there's a number of worst moments when it's a 40-degree day and you're standing out in the sun in overalls and things like that, but it's Summernats. You cannot complain. It's the best time of the year. It's never that bad. I'm not going to pronounce this one because I don't want to get demonetized, but fkn.curdles. He asked if I would be keen to make a video on how I shoot burnouts, more or less. And I would love to do that. If people are interested to see that, or how I edit videos, or like what my motivation is when I'm making a video, I'm more than happy to share that. Like, I don't have any like any massive secrets or tips or tricks. Like, I just know what I want to film when I do it and what I would want to watch. And if anyone wants to know how I do it, I'm more than happy to make a video on how I do that. So if you want to see that too, drop it down in the comments. Tell me what you want to see. Braden Upton asked if I would change the wrap on the wagon. And of course I would. I mean, I've always chased a deep red, especially with flake. And this is the closest wrap you can literally get to it. It's not the cheapest, especially of all the other colors that are out there, but it's the closest to what I could get. One day I would love to paint the car. I also really love wrapping the car. I just love that kind of stuff on a car because obviously it's the biggest thing that influences the look and the feel and the aggression of a car. But yeah, I've got a couple colors in mind that I may go to in the future because I like change and I get over things quickly. Probably why I've got such an addiction to wheels and I'm always going with new wheels. Yeah, I would be happy to wrap this another color, and I do have something in mind. Mac Kruger 07, when are the new wheels coming and are they earbuds? They're not earbuds. I love earbuds, but I'm never gonna own a set of earbuds, I don't think. For the people who don't know what earbuds are or didn't go to summernats this year, that's Simmons. Nick Thrower 150 asked how Picnik Media started. So I've always been into filming. I've always been into cars. They are my two biggest passions. And a few years ago, Indy actually introduced me to two boys, Nick and Pico. I think you can see where this is going. And we all had the same passion. We loved YouTube, we loved cars, we loved filming. We'd all talked about wanting to combine those one day, but we never did it. And then after a friendship had grown, we actually decided to move in together. We lived together for almost 2 years, I think. Some of the best times I've had in my life. And literally one day, we just decided we wanted to pull the trigger and create a YouTube and actually start uploading content, doing vlogs, doing everything. And those boys had always, because they were previously friends, which is a different story. I kind of came into the group and they'd been friends for years, going to school together, come from home together, all that kind of stuff. And they always had this kind of, this name that they'd thought, like kind of combined. And I still remember the exact day that they told me about it, where we were standing, where we were sitting. And Nick was like, oh, we've kind of played around before with the idea of picnic, because it's Pico and Nick, picnic. And the second I heard that, I was like, say no more, pull the trigger, we're doing it. An hour later, I had the logo designed and we were all on the hype train. And that's where Picnic, and that's when Picnic was born. And yeah, it was literally like in the space of like a few hours that we decided what we were doing, what we're going, or like where we're going with it. And yeah, and then I guess from that question on as well, you'd probably ask, why do you only see me in the videos now? Because when I met Nick and Pico, they were both at university and they're both studying for their own things. They still have another life outside of this. Whereas like I call YouTube my wannabe career and I want to give 110% all day, every day. They still have other careers. Pico's just about to become a teacher, and Nick, I'm pretty sure, is a big heavy diesel mechanic and also like a farmer pretty much up his way where he lives, where he comes from, which is Armadale. So I can't wait till we can get everyone back together and do some stuff. But yeah, that's how Picnic Media started. You will see Pico at more events. But that's more or less, he has such a busy schedule along with he's a first grade rugby union player. We just don't have the time pretty much. He doesn't have the time to be always messing around and filming videos and stuff. So he loves to come to events. I love to have him at events. He's a great character on the camera. You will see him at more events. The reason you haven't seen him in so long is because there's been no events. But we will get him in front of the camera more often. And for a lot of you guys that don't know who they are, you'll get to meet him. Don't worry, you'll get to meet him. Bryce Hawkins 49 asked, will I ever do a car meet? Hell yeah, I'll do a car meet. But I am absolutely terrified that I'm going to set one up and no one's going to show up. I'll probably wait until I've got a few more subscribers or a few more viewers, or the Picnic army grows a bit stronger. But hell yeah, I want to do a car meet. I'm actually, believe it or not, talking with a channel that you guys might have heard of, Gearheads Oz. They're actually local to us. They're pretty close to us, so we're trying to work something out because we're hella keen to get out there and do something wicked together. So yeah, definitely if you want to see something, jump on their videos, comment down below in their videos telling them they need to get their ass in gear and get something done with the picnic. But yeah, I definitely want to do a car meet soon. And I can't wait to be able to do one and see you guys in person and get to meet you all. Connor Stricko asked what my favorite skid car is. I mean, Strugglin's up there. Sicko is up there. There's no other Mustangs in the burnout scene, and I grew up watching that car. Like that isn't just my favorite skid car. That is an icon to me. That is a piece of history in the burnout scene, and it just happens that one of my best mates drives it. So it's a win-win. On it, the green Tirana, that's a Canberra car. That thing is like a top 60 car that skids, and I freaking love that. That is awesome. One of the legends again, UC Smoke. Whenever he's around, it's going to be a damn good skid. I guess I love big body cars and like Australian cars, and I guess all of those are Holdens, but I just love big body cars with big blowers and mechanical setups. I just love it. Your mate with the mullet asked when I'm going to have a massive selection on the Picnic store. Like I said, we're working on a lot of stuff. We didn't plan on even having a picnic store up yet, but when I decided to pull my finger out and just start making our own stickers, we were able to bring that to you guys a bit sooner. If you guys want to grab stickers, picnikmedia.com, or the link's down in the description. And yeah, we've got a bunch of them. Flex of the month is coming up the first weekend of July. Like I was saying with the merch before, we do plan on having a huge array of all sorts of merch, like jet tags, everything. So keep your eyes peeled for that. We're hopefully going to be able to bring that to you soon. Blakeinator06 asked if I can do a meet at Summernats like Cletus did with Cletus and cars. Again, I would love to do something like that. That'd be wicked. We might give it a go, just something small, see if anyone comes. That'll probably be the best time and place to do it because a lot of you guys will be in Canberra for Summernats and everything. So I really plan on doing a lot for Summernats this year, so I might give it a go. Chubbs96 asked, how do I get into vlogging on YouTube? And also love your videos, watch everyone. Thank you very much, man. I love your support, I love all your support. How did I get into this? So like I said, with the boys starting Picnic Media, I guess there's a lot of people that always want to start a YouTube channel. And I was just that adamant. I did not want to work a desk job. I didn't want to work for someone else. I didn't want to take orders from someone else. If I'm going to enjoy life, I want to do it on my own terms. I want to be creative, I want to do fun stuff, and I want to work on cars. And if I can get paid to do that and make a career from that, I will wake up and try my hardest every day to make that possible. I've never been so motivated in my life with anything like this. And yeah, I push every day to try and make, to learn more, to do more, to be more. And yeah, it's all part of the journey. But yeah, if I can sustainably do this as a full-time job, even if I'm on struggle street for years and never make it to 1 billion subscribers or anything, I don't think I'm ever going to be as big as PewDiePie. But the goal is just to be able to have fun and not have to work for someone else. I wanna do what I wanna do. And yeah, ooh, I get this question a lot. Scott Ratch, I don't know if I butchered your name or not, asked where I get my vinyl from. I get that question at least once a day. I used to import, when I first got the rolls for this, I imported it from the United States. But now I get all of my vinyl. If it's all car vinyl, I even get the sticker vinyl, all from GA Mart. So you can get Avery Dennison, KPMF. I'm not sure if you can get 3M there anymore, but you can get Arlon, Sissa, like any type of vinyl, any type of application accessory, any type of tool you need for vinyl wrapping, you can get it all at gamart.com.au. That's not a paid endorsement, but maybe it should be, so you guys should probably put some cash in my pocket because I'm shouting you guys out. I've probably sent a lot of guys their way. But yeah, that's where I get all my vinyl, and yeah, it always turns up in like a day, which is mind-blowing. Official Bundy and Beers podcast. How do you grow your channel and get your videos noticed? At the end of the day, I'm still trying to figure out how to do that. If I knew all the secrets, then I guess I'd have 500,000 subscribers, but we're still getting there, we're still growing. The biggest key to YouTube is consistency. Now, if you search how to be successful on YouTube anywhere, that's gonna be the key thing that you're gonna get from everyone. But it is the biggest thing on YouTube. If you have an idea, if you have a brand, it doesn't matter what you're gonna do. You could be talking about toilet paper for all we know. There is a niche out there that will enjoy that. All you have to do is put in the time and effort. And it is a grind for a long time. I'm grinding super hard right now, but to give you a scale of how much it works, I've had this channel for 10 years, almost 11 years, I think. But yeah, I've had this channel for 10 years, and for the first 9.5 years, I only got 500 subscribers. And that was uploading some insane videos, putting in as much work as I could on those videos, but the thing was I wasn't taking it serious. Now, once we started Picnic and everything, we started uploading a couple, and we were happy to get 30 views. If we got 50 views, we thought like that we'd lose our minds. And then in January, when Summernats came around, I just decided to take it serious and actually take everyone's advice seriously and start an upload schedule and just upload and stick to it and work hard and grind. And in less than 6 months, I've nearly gained 8,000 subscribers. So that the proof is in the pudding. Like, look at the history, and hopefully it only grows from here. Again, if you want a video on talking about how I structure things, like if there's any secrets, I guess you'd say, I can give as many tips and tricks as I can because I'm not one to hide anything. I want to share as much as I can. If it's going to help you guys, I would love to help in any way I possibly can. And the last question is from Lucas Hole. I know how that is meant to be pronounced, but I'm not going to do it on this video. Hint for what I'm doing with the wagon. You're not getting anything. Not yet, you're not. It's so close to coming there, no hints. You can wait. Alrighty guys, that's probably going to be it for this video. I'm sorry if I couldn't get to your question, but the video, this file's already half an hour long, so I got to cut it down somehow. I hope I answered as many questions as I could. I hope my answers were up to spec with what you're expecting. So again, there is some massive things coming. So if you're new here and you like our content, don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell too. Also, if you're on Instagram, we always upload new content there. And for instance, this video where we do the questionnaires and everything like that. Instagram is just here too. Make sure that you follow us on there as well. We do have some massive plans for the future. We're gonna do some giveaways. We've got merch soon. And yeah, the wagon is going to have some big changes. Again, there's just over 6 months until summernats, so we have a lot to do, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. Alrighty guys, that's gonna be the end of this video. I'll catch you in the next video, which will be Monday, 6 p.m. Alrighty guys, peace.
I've been in thugging, you bitching and bugging, there's nothing that we got in common. I've been out grinding and hustling, investing this paper, got tired of eating that ramen. All of my music be heat, I ain't missing a beat, I've been blessed with impeccable timing. Watch all them people who friendly, it turn into envy whenever they see that you shining. Okay, I'm